Oh, this is so fun!
There we go.
If her voice can bring every hope of a spring, that's Judy, my Judy. If her eyes say yes, but you're wrong in your guess, that's Judy, my Judy. If you hear her call in a soft southern drawl, hi stranger, that's danger. If you're smart, watch your heart, or she'll upset most any fella's apple cart. In 100 ways, you'll be shouting her praise. She'll let you, she'll get you, and when she sees you fall, she will tell you that's all. You wretched, you betcha. Then you know all the heartaches of a fool, just like me, just like me. If she seems a saint, but you find that she ain't, that's Judy, sure.
Judy brings such a vitality and a zeal for life to everything she does that I think is just infectious. And anyone who ever sees that or experienced that, whether it was a state employee when her husband was lieutenant governor, or someone who's heard her speak or watched one of her productions on public television, it's impossible not to get that infectious desire to be part of something bigger than yourself.
Should we do like this?
I know it was grounded.
Right to the camera.
I think Judy has an amazing way of connecting with people and shining a light on their many attributes. So whether it's a community garden down the street or an organization that's changing the environment in some ways, she just connects with people and amplifies their stories in such a rich way that we hope makes a difference when people watch those programs on the air.
You know, but it's yours, isn't it?
It's mine.
It's your place.
Appreciate it.
You got your stuff here. You feel at home.
And God gave it to me.
Yeah.
I come from the other party. I'm a Republican. She's been a leader in the Democrat Party, and yet there never was that aisle between us. She reached across the aisle and made sure that we were always holding hands on behalf of the state and working on so many initiatives for children, for our local communities. She knew what was best for the state, has always had that in front of her mind, and put the political partisanship aside. And I've just really enjoyed watching how she does that work, and I've tried to emulate that.
Our great cultural institutions are seldom the work of a single individual. Museums, public gardens, zoos, symphony orchestras are all community endeavors.
One of her hallmark projects, obviously, is the State Museum. Can you imagine back in the early 2000s and trying to make a museum a state-of-the-art accessibility project? Not really that heard of back then. Judy was a forerunner in that. We all know Judy's style. It's one of suggestion, one of encouragement, and then one of requirement. And so whichever one of those three things gets the project done, and sometimes it takes all three, that's the way that we learn to do it with Judy's mentorship and shepherding.
To Barnes said, good people.
Very good, thank you.
I think Judy epitomizes restoration to me. Restoration of buildings, and of downtowns, and of communities, but more importantly, restoration of relationships with people, and people who may share little on the surface, but there's an ability to restore and build relationships with anyone, and to see potential partnerships and collaboration with people from all walks of life.
These renovated houses provide people of modest means a way to a new life as homeowners.
Judy O'Bannon really has become a part of the WFYI family, and connecting with her so that she can use her many skills in front of the camera, talking with people, connecting with people to tell stories has been such a rich experience for WFYI. She did it in the series Communities Building Community with Judy O'Bannon, and she's continued to do it with a series of programs that we call Foreign Exchange with Judy O'Bannon. So the themes of these trips were communities building community. And I think we all saw in her ability to tell the stories and connect with people in a way that would translate well to a series of programs about community building here in Indiana.
All right, now let me taste that stuff. Where did it go? You're right. Pure sugar.
Yeah.
You know, I think the thing to be most proud of is that we set a trend. It's not so much each iconic building or space, it's the trend and expectation that Judy set for us and set for the state of Indiana as it related to access and inclusion on so many fronts for Hoosiers, whether it be with disabilities, without disabilities, or just folks that want to come and participate in things that Judy had a hand in.
The moisture can become ice even on a day like this.
Come on, really?
Yeah.
In a world where we're so focused on our individual personalities and our desires and hopes and dreams, Judy really brings that collective, we can do it together spirit, that it takes all of us working together to make change happen.
I want to thank Judy O'Bannon for being such an important part of the WFYI family and telling such rich stories from around the state and around the world.
She is beloved around the state and I believe around the country and the world. And so I just want to congratulate Judy on receiving the Heritage Keeper Award.